Hello everyone. Namaste. How are you all? Are you okay? I hope so. Now we are again here for our English class of grade 7. Are you eagerly waiting for this class? Are you excited? Very good. Okay. Now we will be together for one period doing our English lesson. Okay. Now before I start it, I want to ask you what we did last time. Do you remember what we did in our previous class? Okay, we did few activities except this unit 10 speaking, project work and extra bit. We finished writing second as well, didn't we? Yes, writing second, listening, everything we finished. Okay, so in today's class we will do speaking, project work and remaining all the things including extra bit from unit 10. Okay? Okay, be ready with your book and whatever you need for this class. Well, now I want you to take your book out on page number 104. There is speaking activity. Okay? What can you see there on page number 104? 104. Speaking. Under speaking, number A, what is written? Look at the signs below. Tell your friends what they mean. Use must or mustn't. Last time in our grammar class, we read the use of must and mustn't. Haven't we? Okay, we have read it. Now, today we are using the same structures to talk about the signs and symbols. Okay? Okay, let's start with very first one. Okay, there are altogether 15 symbols given, signs given. Okay, there are 15 signs and you should use must or mustn't, either must or mustn't, okay, to talk about what they mean. Okay, you should speak loudly. Okay, good. Let's start with the first symbol or sign. Okay, in first line, what are given? These three signs are given. Okay, can you see? Yes. Now the first sign, what does it mean? Okay, yes, silent. Now how you should use, how you should say using must or mustn't? You mustn't speak. Very good. Okay, you mustn't speak. Is it so? You mustn't speak. This means mustn't speak. Okay, must remain silent. Is it so? Similarly, the second one, that is symbol of mobile phone. Okay, picture of mobile phone and it is crushed. What does it mean? It means no mobile phone. You cannot use mobile phone. Use must or mustn't. What do you use here? Mustn't. How do you say now? You? Good. You mustn't use mobile phone. Okay. In some public places, if you see this sign, you should understand that we should not or mustn't use mobile phone. Okay, third one. What does it mean? Only symbol is there, sign is there, okay, that shows what? Right tone. So what does it mean? Use must or mustn't and say. What does it mean? Good. You must take the right tone, or you mustn't take the left tone. Only right tone means you must take the right tone. Is it so? Good. Now others. Now these symbols are signs. Well, what is this? what does the sign mean? No parking, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. That is given. So, what you must or mustn't do? What do you say? You mustn't park your vehicles from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. You mustn't park your bike, you mustn't park your car, bicycle, whatever it is. You mustn't park your vehicles from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Okay. Next, what does second picture mean? What does second sign mean? Keep left is given. It means you must go on your left. Good. Okay. You must go on your left. Third picture. What is it? That is picture of, what is it? Camera. Okay. That is picture of camera, and then it is crushed. Means, what does it mean? Okay. You mustn't take a photo. Is it so? You are not allowed to take a photo. When you use mustn't, must or mustn't, you should use you mustn't take a photo. Okay? Good. Now, next one. Next, what is it? What does this sign mean? What is the sign about? What is it about, or what does it mean? This means smoking, and it is crushed. It means what? Yes, try it, everyone. Well, you mustn't smoke. Okay. Smoking is not allowed means you mustn't smoke here. Well, when you see this symbol, you should mean that you mustn't smoke here. Similarly, next one, this means, what does it mean? There is picture of person swimming, okay, symbolic picture of swimming, and then this is crushed. And what is written? Can you read? Yes, no swimming is written. So, what is it? How can you say using must or mustn't? Try it loudly. Good. You mustn't swim here. Okay. If you see this sign somewhere at river bank, on the side of river or pond or lake, you should mean that you shouldn't or mustn't swim here. You are not allowed to swim here. Is it so? Good. Now, last one here. Third one, what does it mean? Okay, person is throwing thing into a bin, waste bin, a dustbin. Okay. Now, what does it mean? How you say using must or mustn't? Try it. You? Okay. You must throw wastage into the bin. You must throw wastage into the bin. Now, next one. Okay. What do they mean? What do these symbol or signs mean? The first one, very first one here, okay, in this among these three, the first one, what is written there? Danger. Keep out. What does it mean? You must or mustn't what? Try it. You mustn't enter this zone. You mustn't enter this area. You mustn't enter this building. Okay. Wherever you see this symbol, you should not enter there. Is it so? Next, what does it mean? Well, a girl putting on mask. Okay, face mask. So, what does it mean? You must what? Good. You must put on a face mask. You must put on a face mask. You must wear a face mask or put on a face mask. And third one here, caution, slippery floor. What does it mean? Yes, you must what? What do you say now? You must be careful while walking on this floor. It's slippery. Is it so? Good. Very good. Now, last three ones. Okay. Come to this. This one. What does it mean? There is another caution. Chemical storage only. What does it mean? Only chemical can be stored here. And what does this symbol mean? Spoons, forks, you can see. Here teacup you can see. And then that is crust. Means you are not allowed to eat. You are not allowed to have tea, drink tea. Is it so? So, it means you must or mustn't what? Try it. Well, you mustn't eat or drink anything at chemical store or chemical storage. Similarly, you can also say you must be careful when you go to chemical storage. Okay? Okay, this way you can say. Now, second last one, what is given? What can you see here? What is written? P-E-T-S, pets, is it? And that is crust. What does it mean? No pets. Good. Now, how do you say? Using must or mustn't? One of them. You, good, you mustn't take your pets. Is it so? You mustn't take your pets. Good. And then last one, 18 plus symbol is given. What does it mean? You must, okay, you must be at least 18 years old. Okay. If this is written in front of any, let's say, liquor shop or drug store, you should know that only 18 plus, okay, person who is at least 18 years old can buy things there. Okay. Anyway, well, it means you must be at least 18 years old. Anyway, now you did very well. We finished first speaking task. Now let's go to another. Okay, number B. What is here? Say your book on page number 105. There, number B, activity B, that is, Dinesh has to do many things today. Look at the to-do list and say what he has to do today. To-do list means things to do, list of things to do. Now, to-do list includes pay the electricity bill, buy a pair of sandals, buy a kilo of sugar, wash clothes and brush shoes, cook food in the evening. So, this list is to-do list of Dinesh. Okay. Now, what you should do? Say what he has to do today. What he has to do? First one, pay the electricity bill. What he has to do? He has to, very good, okay. He has to pay the electricity bill, or Dinesh has to pay the electricity bill. Good, okay. Now next one, easy, isn't it? Well, second one, buy a pair of sandals. The second list is one list including second point, let's say. Second point is buy a pair of sandals. Okay. What do we say? Dinesh or he has to, okay, buy a pair of sandals. He has to buy a pair of sandals. Similarly, third one, number C, buy a kilo of sugar. Yes, come on. Very good. Okay. He has to buy a kilo of sugar. Number D, wash clothes and brush shoes. What do you say here? He has to wash clothes and brush shoes. Is it so? Good. And the last one, number E, is cook food in the evening. How do you say? Please loudly, please. Say loudly. Good. He has to cook food in the evening. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now let's move on to another. Number C. Task number C. What is there? Choose one topic from the following. How to list. Work in pairs and take turns to talk about the topic. Use the structures in the box below as prompts. As a prompts, you can use those structures. Okay. Now, how to list, how to pass an exam, that is. Okay. Now, you should use these structures. Okay. Any of the structures or all the structures. If possible, use all of them and try saying things. Or you can take turn to say one point each using different structures. Can you? Okay. Now, how to pass an exam? You have to what? You must. To pass the exam, what you must do? You should, you don't have to, you mustn't, you shouldn't. Okay. To pass the exam, what point, what rules are there to pass the exam? What obligations are there? You should say using these structures. Can you do? Let's try. Okay, let's try. Okay, now in the beginning, now here first one is how to pass an exam. Is it? Okay. How to pass an exam? Well, here your friends, some students of class 7 have spoken few things. Okay. They have used the structures, different structures, and given some suggestions or let's say obligations to pass the exam. Let's listen to them. What do they say? Okay, ready? Okay, listen to them carefully. How they use these structures and tell us some obligations to pass the exam. Okay, how to pass an exam.
You have to attend your classes regularly.
You must study hard.
You should join tuition classes too.
You don't have to join tuition classes if you study well at home.
You mustn't go out to play games during your class time.
You shouldn't play with your mobile phone very much.
Okay, very good. Now, they said something. They gave some ways, they gave some obligation, they have spoken some obligations to pass the exam. In the same way, using these structures, okay, have to, must, should, don't have to, mustn't or shouldn't. Okay, you can give some obligations for others. Okay, let's go on to others. Now, number A we have done. Okay. In the same way, number B, how to earn money. How to earn money. Can you say something using you have to or must, you should, you don't have to, you mustn't or you shouldn't? Try them please, loudly, okay? Whatever you say, you have to earn money, you have to what? Work hard, okay. You have to work hard. You must be laborious, good. You must be laborious, okay? And to earn money, you don't have to, what can you say? You don't have to go abroad, very good, okay. You don't have to go abroad to earn money. Is it so? You don't have to go abroad. Well, you mustn't to earn money, you mustn't Cheat people, good. You mustn't cheat people. You mustn't fake people. Okay. Similarly, shouldn't. You shouldn't worry too much to earn money. Okay. Anyway, you shouldn't work at night. You shouldn't what others. Okay, you should work day and night. That is also okay. You shouldn't. What you shouldn't do? You shouldn't leave your story. Okay, you shouldn't leave your story to earn money. Anyway, that way you can try others as well. Okay. Now number C. Let's try how to persuade others. Okay, how to persuade others, how to convince others. How do we convince others? What you must do? You have to what? You have to speak politely. Okay, you have to speak politely to persuade others. You must. Okay, you can try several other structures. Okay, what you must do? Okay, you must speak the truth. Okay, you have to speak the truth. You should what? You should. Okay, please try those. You don't have to tell lies to convince others. You should speak the truth to convince others, persuade others. That way you can try. Okay, but you mustn't what? To convince others, you mustn't tell lies. Okay, that way you can do. How to win the football match? Can you try? How to win the football match? Using you have to, you must, you should. How do you say? You have to practice a lot. Good. You have to practice a lot. Okay. Similarly, what others? You don't have to leave your school to win the football match. Okay. In the same way, you use these structures and try. Number E, how to be a good student. How to be a good student. You have to what? Obey your teachers. You must do your homework regularly. Good. You should come to school regularly. Okay. That way you can do. You don't have to what? You don't have to take tuition class. Good. You don't have to take tuition class to be a good student. Okay. You mustn't cheat your friends, tell lies to the teacher. Okay, good. That way you can try others. Very good. You can do, can't you? Good. Okay. Now what is there next to it? Okay. Now there is writing second. We have already done in our previous class. We have done, haven't we? So what remains here? Now there is a project work and extra bit. Okay. Project work and extra bit. Here in project work, okay, what is there? Read it on page number 106. That is project work. Work in groups of 4 or 5. Gather information about COVID-19 from different sources. Make a set of rules and regulations to follow for protecting yourself from the disease. Display them at different locations around of your school. Okay, inside school, at the gate, so you can write them. Now for this, what you should do in the beginning is make groups. Okay, group of 4 or group of 5, and all of you in a group should be working to find out the rules. Okay, rules to stay safe from COVID-19. For this, where do you look for the rules? Where do you find the rules? Well, now here are various sources you can see. Okay, gather information from these sources. Okay, posters are there, some leaflets you can find. Okay. If some hospital or health center is close to you, you can go there. If there is any leaflet or poster, you can ask for that, bring it and see it. Okay. Or in any public places, you can find such information and get it. Okay. Or if you cannot find, you can read in other books. If you find somewhere books related to COVID-19, you can read there. Or you can also get information from Google. Okay. In Google, some sites are there which give you a lot of information about how to stay safe from COVID-19. Okay. Okay. Look for this information in various places. Okay. Use various sources to gather this information, and then you can write those rules. Select the rules you find they are really worth. Okay. They worth pasting on the wall or somewhere. They are valuable for students in school. Okay. If they are really valuable, just take them out or note them down and prepare a big chart, okay, where rules and regulations are written about staying safe from COVID-19. Okay. One group may be responsible to paste it outside classroom. Another group is responsible for pasting it at the gate of your school. Another group may paste it in front of assembly place. So, you can prepare the list in a chart and then paste it on the wall in different places of your school. Okay? Well, now when you find these, when you have written this, your rules may look like this. Okay, see here, your rules are like this. Can you read it? Yes. You have to maintain a physical distance of at least 2 meters. You should clean your hands frequently with hand sanitizer or soap and water. You must wear a mask when physical distancing is not possible. You should cover your mouth and nose with a bent elbow when you cough or sneeze. You must open windows and doors to ventilate rooms. You have to get vaccinated. You have to stay home when you are feeling unwell. Okay? So, using must, should, have to. So, using these structures, the same structure you learn in this unit, you can write rules this way. Okay? So, different groups will paste the charts in different places. Okay? You can write handwritten rules can be possible. You can prepare handwritten rules in big chart paper and paste in different places. Can you do? Very good, very good. Okay, okay. Now, that is project work, and after this, finally, what is there? There is extra bit. In your book, that is given on page number 106. Extra bit. What is there? Read the story below and discuss the answer to these questions. That is a short story, and based on the story, there are 3 questions in the beginning. Let us read these 3 questions. Okay? And in course of reading the story, you should be able to find out the answers to these questions. Now, number A is, why did the dean give the second question? Number B, what would be the answer to the second question? Were the students lying to the dean? Were they telling lie to the dean? Now, these are 3 questions. Okay? Keep these questions in your mind while reading the story. Okay? Okay, let us go to the story. What is there? Okay, there is picture. What can you see? There are 4 students or 4 boys and 1 gentleman. Okay? Now, story says something about them. Well, the 4 smart students. Okay, you will find whether they are smart or not. Now, one night 4 college students were out partying late and didn't study for the test which was scheduled for the next day. Well, so when was the test? Next day. Good. Well, next day they had test. Did they study well? Why? They didn't study well. Why? They went out for party. Okay. They went out for party, didn't study well. Okay. Now, in the morning, they thought of a plan. In the morning, they didn't study well. Okay. The evening before, they went out for party. And the next day, in the morning, they thought of a plan. What plan? They made themselves look dirty with grease and dirt. Well, they become, were they neat and tidy? No, they were dirty. Why? Then they went to the dean and said they had gone out to a wedding last night, and on their way back the tire of their car burst and they had to push the car all the way. Okay. What did they say? They went to a party. Well, they went to a party, but what did they say actually to the dean? They went to a wedding. Did they actually go to the wedding? No, they didn't go to the wedding. This is a lie. Was it? This was a lie. And then what more? What they say? The tire of their car burst and they had to push the car all the way. What did they do? They pushed the car all the way. Okay. To convince the dean they were dirty. They became dirty. Okay. Now, so they were in no condition to take the test. Well, they said this, okay. They were not in the condition of taking test. So they said sorry. Well, actually they were telling lie. Good. Now, the dean thought for a minute and said they can have the retest. He agreed to give them a test, retest, okay. But when? When? See here, after 3 days. Good. Now, they are going to take the test after 3 days again. They thanked him and said they will be ready by that time. Okay, by that time, by after 3 days, they will be ready. They became happy or sad? Happy. Good. They became happy. They thanked him and then went. On the 3rd day, they appeared before the dean. And the 3rd day means the day of test. Yes. The dean said that as this was a special condition test, special condition means why special condition? Well, it was a retest. They didn't take the test on scheduled time, so it was given to them specially. Okay. They were required to sit in separate classrooms for the test. Separate classroom. There were only 4 students, but they were placed in 4 different rooms. They all agreed as they had prepared well in the last 3 days. Now, in the last 3 days, they studied well, they were well prepared, so they agreed. Okay. Now they were placed in 4 different rooms. They were unable to communicate with each other. Now, the test consisted of 2 questions with the total of 100 points, 100 marks questions. Okay, only 2 questions were there for 100 marks. Now, question number 1, your name, 1 point. Okay, for 1 marks, 1 question was there. That was your name. They had to write just their name for 1 marks. Finished. Easy, wasn't it? Now, second question, which tire burst? That was for 99 points, 99 marks. Which tire burst? And options were there: front left, okay, a car, tire of a car, front left, front right, back left, back right. Okay, which tire burst? Means why he asked this question? Well, now here the questions are, why did the dean give the second question is the question here, isn't it? Second question, why did he give? Because you can see here what they said to the dean. Then they went to the dean and said they had gone out to a wedding last night, and on their way back the tire of their car burst and they had to push the car all the way. They said it. Okay. And second question, which tire? Now they can answer easily. Can they? No, they can't. Why? Good, it was a lie. Now they were seated, they were placed in 4 different rooms, they cannot communicate. Now one may answer number A, front left, another may answer this one, another C, another D. Now the lie they told to the dean is revealed. Is it so? Can they pass the exam now? No. Okay, number B, what would be the answer to the second question? Can you answer this question? Can they answer now this question? No, because it was a lie. Okay, if it was real, okay, if it was a real thing, real story, they could easily answer the question. Okay, because they would know which tire burst, but it's not real story. Okay, number C, were the students lying to the dean? What do you think? Yes, surely they are lying. They are lying. Now they are lying to the dean, they are telling lie to the dean. So because of that, now can they pass? What do you think? Can they pass the exam now? No. Okay, they cannot pass the exam because they may not be able to give the same answer. Is it so? Good. Okay, dear students, now we are at the end of this unit. In this unit, we read a lot of things. Okay, posters, we read posters, we learn to make posters, we read grammatical structures about writing obligations, prohibitions, rules, regulations. We practice a lot of things like this. Did we? Okay. Now we are going to end this lesson. In our next lesson, we will start unit 11 and go ahead. Okay. Till that time, have a great time. Thank you very much.